and I don't know how it's gonna come back from this shit. But we'll wait for his video and see what he has to say. But I don't think he's gonna get 100.
Bobby, for being here. I see you, Bobby. You're my favorite person on the internet, in the real world. Happy birthday again. Shout out to Paul Isaac Gama from Vids, a very good friend of mine. Joe Human, I see you. Shout out. Shout out to a lot of people who showed up in the space. I really appreciate your participation. Let's move quickly to the Zing one. The Zing one, what are your thoughts? What do you think about this slick talk, man? What do you think about the future of this kind of celebrity boxing? Did Casper Vuta it?
Hey, Jamie, greetings, man, and greetings to everyone else. Look, I think enough has been said about the whip ass that was delivered on the day.
Yes.
I just want to bring a little bit of light on where this thing could actually go. If you have a look at what Versus is today, I'm talking about that thing that's on Instagram. If you'll have a look at what that is today, compared to how it started in the garage, they couldn't get the Wi-Fi running properly. They couldn't get the mics to connect properly. And it just was not what it is today. Like, absolutely not. And we're talking about global, like, superstars on that end, right?
Yeah.
And even when they started, they were trash. So if you can then see how far that thing has moved forward and what it's been able to do, I mean, the individual artists that come on, after they do like their performance and they do their verses, their streams explode. People go back and listen to their music, buy their music. So it's a huge the economic gain for them, right? And of course, then obviously the industry, and it rolls on for everything else.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at the latest one that sort of exploded with Jadakiss, with him dropping that freestyle. It's not a new freestyle; it's an old freestyle. But everyone went back, and now it's important that you have these types of things that do not belong to big business. They don't belong to corporates, where people can do it by themselves, and it doesn't need to have a huge budget for it to get
I'm sure
off and get
Vodacom will
going.
be on the next one. You'll see. Vodacom will be like, punch out bad network, for yourself.
Yeah. But basically, what these guys have started, that's exactly what they should have done.
Yeah.
And it needs to be done more and more of, because the more we can have, like communities being able to come together for entertainment, other than just going to the taverns and drinking, and that's the only entertainment there is. The more other entertainment, alternative entertainment, and you don't need these huge budgets. So boxing then becomes, a spectacle in that, because that's what it always used to be. So I'm for that, man. And I think they might not know it now, they might not probably quite grasp it at the moment, but going forward, they've definitely got something quite huge that they could grow into. They could get, Boxing South Africa, the department, and all of that jazz, and everybody could come together, and they could actually ignite this thing, and it would be really nice, because that's what entertainment is, right? It doesn't always have to be national, where everybody's watching the same thing. It's nice to have, Mdantsane, this is the big guy, but Ekaelita, this is the big guy. And then you can have those sort of pockets coming together. And I feel like if we could do that, they're onto something. Yeah, man, that's all I wanted to share.
No, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Let's just go to Bongani whilst your mic is unmuted there. Bongani, what did you think about everything? Okay, there's two Bonganis. So Bonginkosi, let's start with Bonginkosi, then we'll go to Ta Bongani. Go ahead, Bonginkosi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening.
First of all, a big shout out to Casper. Whether you like him or you don't like him, you have to acknowledge that the man is a genius. He has just diversified his portfolio into boxing, and the involvement that he's coming into makes him the center of what needs to go on now as far as celebrities getting into boxing. So that is another money spinner. I don't know what his business model there is going to be, but clearly this man
I'm
knows
sure
what he's
Sun
doing.
City could give him a cut because he'll bring all of those people there. I can see a lot of the streaming networks trying to get in on the action, just like what happened with Versus, because
Yes,
Versus actually so there are a lot of business opportunities there, but
that can
also
be
I think
explored.
he's proven himself as a marketer over and
That's true.
above a musician. So now there are other people looking at saying, how can we weaponize the Casper Nyovest brand to bring attention, because he's brought 100,000 viewers. By the time this thing is tomorrow, mhlawumbe kube sekune 500,000 views because it was late. Some people had problems finding out where the fight was. So I think he's going to do quite well.
That's true. And I've got a couple of points quickly that I'm going to put forward. Secondly, you spoke about what's the future, possible future for Slik Talk. I think taking this fight for Slik Talk was the biggest mistake for his career.
Is it?
I think so. I mean, I've been in radio for the past 16 years and in entertainment as a whole. One, his kind of content cannot live on mainstream because mainstream is highly regulated. The things it talks about cannot be allowed on any radio station. Immediately there, you are dealing with regulators. He can't. If we are to take Slik Talk and put him on a platform like radio, then we would get a different Slik Talk. But his place was the internet. Now, what has happened with the results of, or what is the outcome of the fight, is that nobody is going to take him serious anymore. So that's my point. He has gained the money, but he has lost his credibility, because now everybody's going to go back and say, hey, when I saw Casper Tula. So,
but a lot of people are saying they want to watch his next video. So maybe he'll come there and talk some more trash. Who knows?
I hope he's able to resuscitate himself. I hope he's able to win South Africans back. I like him. We need somebody like that. There's a space for him in South African entertainment. It's just that I think he is a couple of years ahead of what South Africa will be accepting in the mainstream in the coming future. So that's the Slik Talk part. But one of the most important things that nobody's talking about is that the South African advertising industry is asleep. Why am I saying this? You see, the South African advertising industry is dependent on what we call the mainstream media, newspapers, TV, radio, the old stuff. Now, what Casper did tonight, together with Slik Talk, they took 100,000 people and more out of the mainstream. Those people were supposed to be watching TV. They were supposed to be listening to radio and consuming other mainstream content. They were not tonight for at least 2 hours. Now, this should then open everybody's eyes up to say, what else can we do with the platforms that we are sitting on? But moreover, the advertising industry in South Africa should not be stuck in the dark edges itself. It has to move swiftly and be able to see opportunities, because these young people out here are moving, bruh. And Casper has opened eyes to people. If you can get 100,000 people, take that and go to Metro right now and say, or you go to any other media. For me, how much would I pay?
Yeah.
So the advertising excuse me, the fuck up. Thank you so much.
No, thanks so much. It's so clear. I think you make a valid point. There was another moment here. I think we've lost him. So let's go to Miss
Hi everyone. So I will not lie. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I found myself screaming and being like, it was really fun. It was really fun to watch, even though it was a production piece.
Yeah.
And I'll say this again, it was a production piece.
Yeah.
But the first point I'd like to make, if you are a cuck person, you are a cuck person. And that is what Silk Talk or whatever it is, whatever, you know, that's what it is. Giving this cuck person a platform, right? That's the first thing. Guys, cuck person wants to be able to that door for him to be a billionaire. He is going to be a billionaire. Do you understand the sports entertainment industry? WWE on its own, how much money the fans make for sports entertainment. We literally just gave him, I will not lie. When they said that April 2022, guys, I was on booking.com and Airbnb, and I didn't win. I was, like, yourself, it's a mix. Like, we're not going to win. And let's be honest, we are all going to be caught up in that. You might even find Mushiba. It's going to be a whole weekend business. Mushiba's going to have a one-day thing, a black coffee night, people going to be caught up in that. And also from the boxing perspective, I grew up in Tanzania, right? I know what boxing is. My dad was a boxer. The excitement and the enjoyment that boxing was on a Friday night, in my hood, it's absolutely crazy, and it was really nice to see everybody engaging in something that that is my personal experience from a childhood. You know what I mean? I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it. I also do think there's a couple of brands that are going to compete. I'm also a communications and marketing professional. And there's a couple of brands I picked up in the commentary, the YouTube commentary. People that bought that 1 hour data just to watch the specific thing. You're gonna find MTN, Vodacom, they're gonna give people games. They're gonna get people to buy just so that they can watch it. And the other thing is, when you are someone who can study this, you have your Twitter space might not be as big as your Facebook space, specifically because of how much power people and affordability of your data or whatever the case may be. But as soon as we all found out that it was on Facebook, look, we got to 100,000. I predicted that Casper, right on brand, is going to do the hype, and I respect him because he's got a brand to maintain. And well done to his team. Well done to his team. But that was right on brand because he's always kept a clean brand. So, not to be but like this definitely goes above slapping someone backstage. You know what I mean?
Guys, do you know the fight I want to see? Venom versus AKA. I know everyone versus
I'd love to see it. But I mean, have you seen Burna Boy though? Have you seen Burna Boy?
I'm seeing this on beast.
Look, man. Have you seen Burna Boy? Look, it's not nice. Also, just like a small commentary, Casper did say that he's not been working out. So I don't think like his six pack that he posted like months ago was like a lie. We all looking at that, like chubby. We all looking. We've all been having an extra level in time. We all did it together. I do think that he's going to have to work his ass for him to get it in with Nak. Nak looks like he's been working out. Let's go on.
No, pleasure.
Thanks.
Let's go to Deadbeat Uncle.
Vegas and we're going to
going to Sun City. What's the big fight?
Yeah. The economy of Sun City and there's only so much that 20 from 10 can do. They probably get about 10,000 people. I imagine something like this. The spectacle might be even more wider.
Yeah.
Casper was already pre-planned.
Well, even if it was kind of because it just shows that they thought about the next thing. Because other people would then say, oh, that was nice, but what's next? So then they provided a what's next. And then we see whether go KD, go Benaboy, all of these, go Davido, a lot of African guys, but it's toxic masculinity energy. So I anticipate there's a lot of people who show up. And better to put it in the way than anywhere else, I think.
Well,
That was maybe too risky. I think it's better to fight. Some of these guys are like, they want to get
Evening team here. Thanks man for putting me in. Thanks to everyone listening out here. First, I want to say that I'm very, very disappointed. No COVID restrictions were in place. No COVID protocols were being followed anyway. I didn't see any form of sanitizing. I was quite disappointed for a very market and a practice portrayed to everyone as someone who's basically part of the system. So that was a big disappointment. But also another disappointment. I was so surprised to hear that the Boxing Federation was part of that. If I was the president of the Boxing Federation, I would have looked for more sponsors, looked for a better stadium, better place to put my brand into something that is that big, because I've got a big name that is coming in that I want to be part of your team and be part of the federation. I could have done something better, but I felt like the federation didn't even put much effort. They just relied on Casper Nyovest marketing team and everything. But I feel like they could have done better as a federation and put more input and effort into the whole meet. And then as for the sport itself, the sport is a wonderful thing. The fighting industry today in the world is very, very much of the world dominant. Someone spoke about the McMahons. It's so amazing. There's a new AW, something like that, opposite WWE. Came from Norway, booming. So there is
Yeah.
market for this thing. And I feel like some quite respectable fighters in the past. So the federation should have done better.
Yeah.
Put more effort than marketing. And as for the sport, I think he was in there for money, and he has said it before that he's not in it for. He's not a YouTuber. He's not trying to make money via YouTube industry. He's just doing it for the fun.
Yeah.
Doing it. So I feel like he won't be part of the mainstream industry. It's not him. It doesn't sound like mainstream. I don't see anyone paying money to listen to him talk on any form of program, even if he's sharing people. They better show that people have listened to that. So I think my biggest concern was the COVID restrictions and the federation being part of such a messy thing. That I believe they just put the sport from 10% to -50 because they could have done much better by getting themselves involved in the first. But hopefully the Sun City one, I think it's a good start, but I think they should just do it more formal, like what proper boxing match like give us an hour of an actual boxing match so that we can tune in, support the match, and then later have the celebrity nonsense thing, and then let them play it out. But give us some quality boxing as a federation, and then later on you can now throw in some celebrity fights. But thank you so much for hosting the space and having me
No.
in there.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to have to end the space very shortly, and I know there's so many requests. I do occasionally do spaces, so just keep on the lookout. But my final thoughts is just that this was a good business decision for Casper Nyovest. He proved the concept that there is an audience for fighting. If marketing is done well, I think that he did well to cement his brand as one of the boxer who is an amateur with lots of interest. I think that was good. I think that this was good for boxing. I think that this was good for independent creators such as Casper, independent business people, because the big brands were not there, but the streets showed up, and I think that that's good. It's always good to validate those kind of things, and I think a lot of people have been hating on Casper and he needs to find a balance between, say, controversial things without necessarily people, without necessarily participating in toxic misogyny. I think that's something that he needs to watch out for, because it puts a lid on where you can go, even if you want to practice. How's he going to go and explain some of the things that he said on the internet? However, I do think that if he takes the time to learn to read the right books, understand why some of the things that he said are actually not appropriate. I think a lot of men can't do this thing, and those who are serious and respected, the people telling him to take the time to do that, even if it's painful and uncomfortable, he needs to do those kind of things. I do think he could have potential, but if you look at academics, he has his qualified deal, and I think that because he has such a large audience, if he repackages himself and professionalizes himself, he can actually find places to manifest his stuff. I think that this event was a good event. It was a startup event, so it was very messy, and that could be expected in version 1 of any startup. If you look at tech startups, they always say to you that the prototype is never like the finished product. But I think if we saw a prototype, it proved the concept, it proved the audience. There were obviously issues around the audio, there were issues around the commentating, there were issues around just having professional voices guide us through everything that was happening. All of those things I think are easy to fix. I think Sun City has the capacity to fix them. I think that Douglas is going to be right second fight. I think that Casper has to be fit